to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman to make her go yes.
I love my ring. It is beautiful. We would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
A 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Let's get it cranking. We don't even have time to wait today. We need to get straight into the business. I'm DP. Coach Kenny Wilhite in studio. Harrison Orange running the ones and twos. Good to have you.
Yeah, nice to be on.
I know, nice to be seen. I thought you were a vampire. I didn't know you came out during the day.
Yeah, nice daytime show. It's different.
You know, you get to be out here. Jay Foreman's going to call in here in a second. Why? He's on the road. We've got a big show scheduled for you. So, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Honda Lincoln hotline. Jay's going to call in on that. We will have in-studio guests for the second segment. Some names that you might want to know, that you might know. You might want to hang out just to see who they are. I'm going to tease you. I'm not even going to give it to you that early. I'm going to make you earn it.
You're not going to give them a hint?
No, I'm going to make them earn it. Okay. I'm going to make them earn it.
Two of my guys.
Yeah.
Special guys.
These are Wilhite dudes coming in the building today. And we'll have them. We'll be on till 5:30 today, and then we will hand it over to Westwood 1, 2 of the play-in games, both of them live here on 93.7 The Ticket. Starts out with Texas A&M Commerce and Southeast Missouri State, followed up by Pitt versus who's that? Mississippi State. This is how we're going to roll over the next 2 weeks.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I thought if you won your conference, you were automatically in it.
And not unless you were ineligible.
Well, Southeast Missouri State.
The Kennesaw State was ineligible.
Gotcha.
They were ineligible, so the runner-up gets the bid, and that's how they're in. So,
okay.
Yeah, they got it. It's going to be a crazy couple of weeks here at the Ticket. Just telling you, one great guest today. Coach Wilhite was doing his thing. He went out and got work. Jay's going to be on the road, but Jay's also got he's got stories to tell. I know he's going to head eventually back to Minnesota for Coach Grant's services. So, yeah, that's going to be – so shout out to Jay, and we're sending thoughts and prayers to the Foreman family and the Vikings family because I know this is heavy times for them. But don't go anywhere because we got a full day and a full week. Harrison is going to carry us through through these weeknights. Today and tomorrow, Old School's till 5:30. And then we go send it right to the Nashville folks and get those live broadcasts in. Get you all set up for the women's game tomorrow, 6 o'clock down at PBA, 7 o'clock down at PPA.
Yeah,
Today, if you're not in the mood for the playing games, head down to Haymarket Park, catch the Huskers baseball program against Omaha. It's a 6 o'clock first pitch. There's lots going on. This is a great time in sports. Kenny, how do we tease properly what's coming?
What's coming?
Yeah.
How do we tease properly?
Yeah.
Whew. We're just gonna leave them hanging.
They're gonna have to show
They're
up.
gonna have to show up.
They're gonna have to show up. All right, let's go to the Honda Lincoln hotline. Let's bring in the Husker Hall of Famer. Let's bring in 5644 Jay Foreman. What's happening, brother?
What's happening?
Kenny over here working. Kenny's been over here working. So he's got 2 guests coming in. You try to get 3. We counting the 2 wins. He's got some Husker names coming in studio at 4:15.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, man.
Yeah, we're keeping everybody in limbo though. We're gonna keep everybody in limbo.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Names right off the bat.
Right? It's that space. Jay, you want to set the tone because there's 2 playing games tonight, and I know prognosticator Professor Foreman likes to help his people, right? Let them know what they can expect. If we need 2 picks from Jay Foreman for the playing game tonight. So you got Southeast Missouri State and Texas A&M Commerce. Who you got? Got the Islanders taking on this one. Who you got?
I got Commerce. I actually watched them one time. They're pretty athletic, but I think they got a little bit more depth and height. So I think they're actually going to pull it off.
So you got the Islanders and the Red Hawks.
Yes. And I'm going with the Red Hawks since I coached there.
You take it. See.
I got to go with the Red Hawks.
See how that is. And then Jay Foreman, let him know. You got a second game, 2 11 seeds, Pitt versus Mississippi State.
I'm going to Mississippi State. They one thing my mom always told me, they got pinto beans. So they always they a little bit stronger than vampires. I'm going to Mississippi State.
You said they got pinto beans?
Yeah, my mom always said you taking some boys from Mississippi to eat the pinto beans.
Yep.
They'd be strong.
That's what my grandmother used to make on Mondays.
See, it's where it is. Jay, let them know, where are you today? What do you do? What have you got working today?
I'm down at we got a no coach league trying to help out with this tryout down here at Speedway. I'm not on the road. Just trying to spread a little knowledge, see if I see anybody that's a little hidden gem for the basketball here. So.
And then when do you take off?
But the practice is limited. So.
Okay. Well, when do you take off from Minnesota?
We don't really know yet. Once I get out here, I'm trying to call my dad real quick to get confirmation.
Okay.
And head up there and take care of that. But not really sure yet.
Okay. What other news do you want to talk about with this signing? I mean, the Aaron Rodgers thing is story one. Of course, there's recent news that Lazard signs a deal, so that kind of confirms that Rodgers gave his wish list and the Jets are going to honor it. They go and get Alan Lazard. What are your thoughts?
It was the worst kept secret in football. You got the offensive coordinator that was the Broncos coach, and then you got his favorite receiver from last one. That was standing from all of his crew when he won the MVP. So we'll see. Number 3 defense and, Hall of Fame quarterback. We'll see either he's the next coming of Willie Joe Namath or Willie Joe Chunk.
Okay. He's requested Odell. What do you think about that?
We'll see. I'm not too sold on Odell right now.
You're not too sold on him?
He's he didn't really see me. He didn't really tell me anything yet. So we're going to see what's up with that.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot, though.
Stay out of trouble.
Well, that's the part, right? Because now you're talking about New York.
Yes.
He's going back to his second home.
Yep.
He's familiar with it. You just mentioned the thing that was the first question for me. Can we trust Beckham Jr. in New York City again?
No. I think right now, no. I think he'll be teamed up some, but I don't think that he'll be back to the superstar now that he had before. I think he has a lot of stuff going on outside of football that's affecting it on the field.
I can agree with that, but you would hope that he's on his 3rd, 4th chance now, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 4. Let me double check here.
4th chance. You would think he would get the picture and just go in and be humble and just play football. But in New York, who knows?
Yeah, New York is a little bit hard.
Yes,
so,
yes.
If he went to like Tennessee Titans or something, he'd be all good.
What about the Cowboys?
No. I ain't getting nothing good as I ever happened to the Cowboys.
I'm with you on that. Remember we talked about that, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I hate the Cowboys.
See, that's the beauty of this thing. Like I trust the Cowboys to do Cowboy stuff. Like I don't have to root against them. Yeah. They will do their own stuff. Jay, for me, it's that time of year where you get to watch careers transition. Some Huskers get new homes in the NFL. That's a big deal. That's a statement that, folks like Gifford being moved around, Geary getting moved around. Yep. Is that necessary? Is that a win for the program to be able to say to the current players and the guys they're recruiting, hey, look, we still have guys in the league. We still have guys making reputations.
I think it's good. It's part of the business. It's the paid transfer portal, but I think it's good. It's good. The longer you can stay, the better for everybody.
Yep. I had to check.
Look what we did, but right now, as you get a little bit, once you get out of them cheaper rookie deals, you got to be able to put up and shut up. So, but either way, they're getting opportunity, they're getting paid, and it lets you know that they're able to play beyond Nebraska. So there was actually talent on the roster.
Yep. And I've had the chance to speak with Luke Gifford, who just signed with the Titans, Nick Gates, who just signed with the Commanders. I just spoke to both of those guys, and they're very, very appreciative of the opportunity that they're given. And those one of the two guys that I've watched grow within this program, and they're great people, great kids off the field, and I couldn't be more happy for them. And then Austin Allen also, who was with the Giants, but he's now with Green Bay. I talked to him too. So all those guys are really good guys, and they deserve it.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good for him, man. Especially Nick Gates coming back from injury.
Yes,
it's a good deal.
Jay, we got the news. We got news on it. I got to ask you about this one. Man, Gilmore leaves the Colts and signs with the Cowboys. They just doggone it.
You just said Cowboys are going to do Cowboys.
Yeah, right. It's good. It's good. I think Diggs had a little rough year last year, so I think it's good that they got a real true lockdown corner. I think Gilmore came back from injury. I think what he showed that in the season is real good. Pick up for them. So it's actually one smart move for the Cowboys, and then that'll be followed up by two bad ones.
And what's your take on Peterson leaving the Vikings?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it is. It was about time, and long overdue. But he's a Hall of Fame corner, and then he's going to go and probably end up playing safety over there for Pittsburgh.
It's good. Look, I just have a feeling that with all the March Madness, spring training for baseball, because now you got all that going on, World Baseball is going on. I just think the NFL draft the NFL offseason, the free agency is going to end up being the biggest story over the next 10 days.
Well, it's
not done yet. It's a battle for the media attention, and so we're going to see. There'll be another big splash. Don't worry about that. Whether it's through the trade and the draft or a signing.
Well, there's that guy, who's not supposed to be in the news, who the whispers are that
I think that is probably done. But there'll be some other stuff. There'll be something else.
What guy is that?
Brady.
Oh, you think he's going to go to Miami?
It's a 2-horse race from what we're told, but I'm going to ask Jay Foreman because he's the one that knows.
I doubt it. I don't think it'll be happening. If he goes to Miami, Tua would be have the move, and he's damn good. So I doubt that's going to happen.
What about the Niners?
No, he doesn't fit this team. He doesn't move that well. The Niners don't have any capital.
That's why I go to the professor. See, like he'll talk me off the ledge. Because when people call my phone, like, oh man, this is what's happening. I'm like, man, don't leave me with this. All right, Jay. So your top sports story of the day. What's the thing that sticks out to you? Is it Damon Stoudemire? Is it coaching positions around the league? What's the biggest sports story of the day for you?
Well, Aaron Rodgers is going to Dolphin City, so that's it. It'll be the news story, just like you like for the rest of the week, and then when March Madness starts, and then it'll be who's the first upset. So, I think it's pretty good. It's a good cycle, and we'll see what happens.
Before we let you go, who's the favorite in the AFC East?
Oh, the Bills.
I was going to say. I was going to say.
There's a chance. There's all there to it, man. Believe that.
I can actually see Jay's head moving into the phone. Like, man, I can't believe you just asked me. But I had to ask that Rodgers and company, Miami, and all the stuff that they're doing, that whether Rodgers would take over for the Bills.
There's only one football and one champion. So,
all right. Look, man. Yeah, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Yep. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. The Bills are the man. I give you that. All right, Jay, we'll throw it to the first break. Appreciate you, brother. Go enjoy your day. Go handle your business. When we come back, we got two special guests here in studio here on Old School.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Jay Foreman. I wore gear to protect my health on the football field, and I'm protecting it now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
March is a month of good luck. From epic runs in state basketball to watching Cinderella spring the upset in college basketball. And of course, St. Patrick's Day. Luck is on your side at Mullen Motors too, because their lot is full of great vehicles to take home. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride, as summer road trips are just around the corner. Your luck starts this month at Mullen Motors.
No tagline, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Are you planting this spring? Make safety your priority. LES requires any landscaping or trees to be planted a safe distance from electrical lines and equipment to give crews safe access. Visit les.com/trees to learn more.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Sauter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back. Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Let me share something. It's just one word, Bryant. If we need service on our furnace or AC, we call Bryant. Same thing goes for an electrical issue. If I have a problem with my faucet, a toilet, a drain, or a water heater, I don't need to know how to fix something. I just need to know who to call. And at our house, it's Bryant.
Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and just one call. 467-1111. Remember, we do what?
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-665-4650 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batstoRats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
A lot of businesses say that they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business feels anything but for your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, as they do with customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Forget the lame excuses this year. Your boss already knows why you can't make it to work. 93.7 The Ticket on Thursday and Friday, March 16th and 17th at Buffalo Wings and Rings at 68th and O for March Mayhem. Come early on Thursday to get a ping pong ball with a lucky team on it and stay all day for prizes throughout and buzzer beater upsets. And Friday, enjoy green beers for St. Patrick's Day and day 2 of the NCAA tournament at Buffalo Wings and Rings, 68th and O, 93.7 The Ticket, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Expect mostly sunny skies. It will be windy, though. South winds gusting to around 25, even close to 30, but much warmer, high at 52. A few passing clouds tonight with a low of 36. Still windy tomorrow. South winds gusting over 30, even warmer with a high of 64. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to old school with DP and J.
Welcome back to Old School on a you know what, the week. This is a weird week because we got tournament basketball tonight. It's Tuesday. That's supposed to be a Thursday thing, but I'm appreciative. So, Coach Kenny Wilhite in studio, and as we teased, we have guests. I'm renaming them the Twin Towers. Like, we need to go full pro wrestling with it. They're the Twin Towers. Coach Wilhite, introduce your guest, please.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Welcome. Got my man Austin Allen, Aurora's finest. My man Travis Vokalek, Springfield, Missouri, by way of everywhere, being as though his dad was a assistant coach in college, so he's been all over the place. But welcome, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate you taking time to come in.
Thanks for having us.
So you guys worked out today?
Oh yeah, I got to keep up with Travis. Travis is in a little bit better shape than I. He just went through the combine, so
Hold on.
You know,
What?
he's top tier in shape right now.
Really?
I got it.
I wouldn't say that.
Speaking of the combine, how you think you did?
It was awesome. It was a great experience. You know, obviously didn't do all the testing out there. I'm going to do that at Pro Day coming up next week on Wednesday. But getting out there and, you know, being around other tight ends, got to know a couple other tight ends from other teams and some quarterbacks and stuff. It was a great experience. You know, definitely tiring, but very, very fun week.
Yeah, I tell people if you've never experienced the combine, it's probably the hardest thing you'll ever do.
Right. Yeah.
See all those team doctors? Did they
Oh, yeah.
did they poke and prod at you?
Oh, yeah.
Pull on every part of your body, especially the one that was hurt this past
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were more physically tired, draining from seeing the doctors than you were doing the combine, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, you get, you know, mentally tired too. To me, it was the workout was pretty easy for us. Other than there were like 7 or 8 tight ends that didn't run routes, so we were just going. It was just straight track meet, so we were running like crazy. But I think the workout was the easy part for us for the week. But just mentally, everything else, you know, interviews, doctors, and all the other stuff they have us doing, you can get mentally tired real quick. So you just have to stay locked in and make sure you're getting a rest.
Now, you told me today that you had 2 visits with 2 teams. What teams were there?
Browns and Cardinals
How'd they go?
today. Good. You know, it was my first 2 I've had over Zoom, but it was good. Met with the coaches and you know, watched some film from last year, which is always fun to revisit. But it was good.
Good. Austin, first year, how was it?
It was good. It had a lot of ups and downs, man. It was a roller coaster for sure, to say the least. I started off. I don't know if many people know my story this year. I started off with the Giants. I was on practice squad with them for about 8 or 9 weeks, and then I'll just tell a story about how it went down. But it came to be week 8 or 9. I can't remember which one it was, and they said, "You're up this week. We're calling you up 53." I was like, "Awesome!" Like, I was practicing with the guys and whatnot, and Thursday some D lineman did something to his ankle, and then on Saturday they said it's coming down between you and a D lineman who's going to get called up, and then they said it's going to come down to special teams, and I was on punt and kickoff return, and he was on 3 of them, so they called him up, and then that Monday I got a call that said, "Hey, come to the GM's office, bring your iPad," and right then and there I knew it was like, it's happening, because iPad is your playbook.
Yeah.
Whatnot. So I went in there and they said, if we didn't feel comfortable calling you up for special teams, what's the point of, you know, taking you up on a practice squad spot? So got released, drove the 20 hours back home, which sucked. But puts a different perspective when you're sitting on the couch back home watching everybody else on TV doing what they do, doing what you should be doing. Makes you want to work that much harder. But fortunately, I got picked up by the Packers here in the last week or so, and then signed a futures contract. So now I'm just trying to stay in shape, head back up there in a couple weeks.
Good thing for you was when you got to the Giants, there was 2 other Huskers there.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
so it made your transition from college to the NFL a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
Tell them about the 2 other Huskers that was on the Giants roster with you.
Yeah, I mean the biggest one. I mean Nick Gates was there. He's just loved around the facility. I mean he's a true leader, and that kind of stemmed from what he did here. But people just like flocked to him because he's been around. He's done it. I mean, he's a captain, did what he did. And, but another one I got there is a name you all probably remember, Wandale Robinson. I mean, I got a locker right next to his, so it was kind of cool. And it was really cool to see. I mean, I can say this, I'm comfortable with him, but I was there the moment he became a millionaire. And he checked his bank account, and his signing bonus hit, and I was sitting there right next to his locker. He looked over at me and he said, "Ozzy, I'm a millionaire." And I was like, oh my gosh, like that kid's dreams just like went through, like everything he's worked for. I was like, wow, good for you, dog. Like it was cool to see. It was good to have a couple of guys that were there that I played with. I mean, Nick Gates was here my first year, and I played with Wandale for a long while too.
Yep.
So
good. So while you were here, both of you guys were here together. Tell me I want to know a funny story. I want to know a funny story that you can say on the radio.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the funny story.
I don't know. We've got a lot of. Oz and I are both into golf. We've got a lot of funny golf stories.
I know. I've seen that.
That we can say on the radio.
I don't know
say
if
on the
it's
radio.
on the radio, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. We've got. I don't know. Just playing golf with the guys, messing around. I don't have one specific story that I think I can say on here, but I don't know. Can you think of anything?
I got like 5 stories that are rolling through my head right now, but to put that PG on radio, like
okay. All right.
See, them's your people. Them's your people. That's how you know what's happening. You okay? These are really cool dudes. And I appreciate the FCC respect.
Yeah.
So I don't get the letter with the fine in it. You know, just
Told you 2 of the best. Okay. Your funniest Coach Beckton story. First of all, what do you think of Coach Beckton as a coach? And as
I love that man. You know, he great coach. You know, cares about you outside of football. You know, when it's time to lock in for football, you know, very fine, detailed in everything that we do. And you know, I just really liked how personable he was. You know, he ask about your family outside of football. And then, you know, we'd go play golf together. We'd go eat together outside of football and hang around with him and his family. But so much respect for him, and I appreciate him so much. Yeah. I
mean, there's a reason he stuck around for so long, and with all these coaching changes, and with when this staff came up from UCF, all the players said that there's one guy that's you need to take. When Frost staff got to UCF, and he was thinking about building his staff, all the guys said, like, there's one guy you need to keep. That's Coach Beckton. The same way here, when the staff got let go, like, there's one guy you need to keep. It's Coach Beckton. There's a reason, just because he's so personal. He knows his stuff. He's been around the game for a long time. He taught me a lot as a tight end. I mean, he's a receivers coach at heart, but he's learned everything there is to know about tight end. He's poured that onto us. But I think just for memories wise, I think any of us could quote him in his little. He's got his unique voice. Travis, he's real high.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a great coach. I got a lot of respect for him. He's the type of guy I get a call from him about every other week. He's just checking in. He truly wants to know what's going on in my life, how's it going, and whatnot. And so that's just who he is as a coach. But it's miss the man. I wish I could have another sit down conversation with him, which it will happen. It's just
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Only so much can be said on the phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
One thing about you, Travis, is you went somewhere and then you transferred to Nebraska. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So straight out of high school, wasn't extremely heavily recruited. Wanted to, play in the Power 5 conference. Wanted to play, the best of the best for football. Came down to Rutgers in Wyoming. Wyoming wanted me to play defensive end. Rutgers wanted me to play tight end. And, I wanted to go catch balls and, be on the offensive side of the ball. So ended up going to Rutgers, was out there for 2 years, and, really enjoyed my time out there. It's completely different than the Midwest. Coming from Missouri as a 17, 18-year-old kid going straight out to the East Coast, it was a complete culture shock for me. But met great people out there. Have some great memories out there. After being there for 2 years, decided I wanted to enter the transfer portal. Wanted to come back somewhere close, and came down between here, Kansas State, and Iowa. There's all types of stories that kind of related on why I chose here. So ended up coming here, and haven't looked back since. Loved it. But those 2 years out on the East Coast by myself, I really think made me the man that I am today. Really taught me how to live and provide for my own. Because I struggled. I wanted to leave after the first year, and my pops, he was telling me to stick it out for one more year, and I just matured and learned a lot about myself to really help me turn into the man I am today.
We're with Husker tight ends Austin Allen, Travis Vokolek, Coach Kenny Wilhite, set this up, I wanted to ask Travis specifically because he did a thing, and Austin did something similar, and I want to know why. That you penned a letter to Husker fans when you were done to say, okay, thank you. Where does that come from?
I'll start. Yeah. Mine kind of stems from what I learned in high school when I got to college. When I got to college, it made me realize how much support I had in Aurora that got me to where I was at that point in time in my life. And then going through my years in Nebraska made me realize how much support and true people in the state that truly love us and want to see us succeed. So my letter was really a thank you to those who supported me and got me to where I was, where I am right now. I mean, just got done with my first year in the league. So it's one of those things where like you can't say it enough about the support system in your life. Just thank you. I mean, if I could go back and in my time at Aurora, I would have took advantage of being more thankful to those around me, my family, my support system.
Yeah.
So any opportunity you got to really just say thank you, you got to take it. And I think the opportunity to declare for the NFL draft, it's going to be looked on a lot, and it's going to have a wide audience. So to take that opportunity to say just thank you is really the way I looked at it in that regard.
Travis?
Yeah, I was kind of in the same as Oz. Just the support that we had and all the ups and downs that we had, throughout my 4 years here. It's, the fan base stuck with us through it all. We were still selling out games when we weren't winning a lot of games, and that says something about the fans of Nebraska. And like what Oz said, you just can't say thank you enough. There's constant support, within the facility, with the coaches, with everything. But, the support outside the facility it's unmatched. And, it says something. And, I think, the saying, there's no place like Nebraska is true. Just people here, give you so much support and, all the things that you need for success. So I just wanted to reach out and say thank you. And, I thought that was a great way to do it.
Through all of this and this process, there was a lot of fluidity within the program, but you managed to stay connected, which is a statement that something good happened in spite of the nonsense and friction. What's the best thing what's your favorite thing that you take away when you think about Nebraska football? What, from each of you, what's the thing that you think about and smile and say, you know what, that's probably my favorite thing about being a Husker?
I would say the connections we built. I mean, I'm a home state kid.
Yeah.
Playing for my home state was something special, and the connections that you build with coaches. I mean, this wouldn't be possible if I
Right.
met Kenny 3 years ago, and the connection I built with him.
Right.
And just like the guys in the locker room. I mean, we were talking about my favorite Travis memory, and he just brought up them that possibly being a D lineman for Wyoming. One of my favorite memories is we always made fun of Travis. We always called him fat. We always said, "You're going to be an offensive tackle for us someday," which that for some reason grinded his gears so hard. It made him so mad because, like, obviously he's
a prima donna.
I'm
He's a
flex.
receiver. He
Yeah.
wants to catch the ball.
Yeah,
He's got an end
exactly.
zone dance locked up that he hadn't used yet.
And-
Like he's playing it.
and I'm going to say there was a point in time where we thought you would
Yeah, I believe
become
it.
a tackle.
I believe it.
But
I believe it.
It's funny
Yeah.
because he, for some reason, he was obviously. I mean, he's very fit. I mean,
Yeah.
look at like. I'm flexing for him right here, but like
Yeah.
he's a fit human, and
Thanks,
that, for
Oz.
some reason that grinded his gears so hard. But I always made fun of him for being 265 or whatever he was, and here I am at
Yeah, no, I was a
265.
265. Yeah.
But
Switch a little bit.
Speaking of that, what did you come in Nebraska weighing?
212, 215.
I told you,
Mm-hmm.
basketball player, the dedication that guy had towards getting his body to try to look like he is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the dedication that he had towards where he wanted to go was second to none.
If you pull up Travis's first Nebraska picture, he looks younger today than he did in the first
Yeah.
picture.
Because he cut his hair.
I cut my hair. Yeah, yeah. I lost some body fat too. I came in, and so I went into Rutgers at like 210, 215. Then came here at like 265. So I was heavy when I first got here. So if you look at that picture, I look a little chubby, but I've lost some body fat from down training in Florida.
He was a safety in high school. I don't know if you guys know
all
that.
state safety. Yeah.
See, this is where the high school coach in me gets excited because now I'm picturing both of them on basketball teams. in high school in some unknowing gym. Somebody walks in, thinks they got a day off, and here comes Travis and Austin. Like, wait a minute. So, was there any curiosity about walking over to PBA, walking down to the vein, and say, you know what? Let me put a tank top for a couple of minutes, get up and down the floor to help out.
I don't know how much Kenny knows about it, but I had 2 opportunities to do it.
See?
They called me,
Yeah.
and it was that year they had like the 6 guys, and they had a real. They called me like, "Hey, here's
And
the
you
deal."
let Banks get in?
This is the year. This is even the year before that.
Oh,
And they had a good streak going on with the 6 guys, and we had it all set up. All my bags packed and everything. And they called me and said, and they just kept winning. And they said, we got a pretty good vibe going on right now with the 6 guys. We're just gonna keep rolling. We don't want to interfere with bringing a guy up. So it's like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, I get that. And then the next year, the Banks year and the veteran year, they called me again and said, like, hey, we're looking for a couple guys calling up. But I just had shoulder surgery. So I had 2 opportunities to go up. How cool would that have been? Be able to play.
That's in. Well, I'm just telling you, that's the only thing Banks took to Rice with it. Like, is that the fact? That's the only thing he took. He's like, wait a minute. Well, 2 things. He took Manny, and then he took Manny, and the fact that he's a 2-sport guy here at the University of Rice.
Didn't he miss his free throws?
He did.
He
Well,
did.
Veteran
Both of
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had that horrible headband.
Well, he had that horrible body too.
Well,
yeah, they should have taken my man.
Who's the better hooper between you 2?
I was going to get to that.
I don't know. I feel like we're pretty even.
Oh
No,
my God.
come on, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. Last year
I saw you shoot a basketball.
Well, last year during the summer, I did like a Special Olympics fundraiser with Elliott Brown, and we went and played the Special Olympics basketball team. And I don't know if you guys seen the video, but I tried to do a 360, and that was the first time I've tried to jump and dunk in a long time. Got rim stuffed. I got a call from Beck right after. What are you doing? Because he didn't want me to get hurt for fall.
Say we're on the same level. Of basketball.
Wow! See, this
Right?
is where
Like-
this is where it happens. See, this is where it happens. You
Love
have to
it.
take the gloves off, right?
These 2.
Right? You would imagine. Okay, so through all of this, right? If we decided to put on like a charity game from your football friends who play basketball, Huskers, who's on the team? Who makes the team?
Tyhon's one of them.
You Tyhon?
Dude, Tyhon.
He's an athlete.
Tyhon's a baller.
Tyhon's a really
Tyhon's
good
a baller.
Yes.
Okay.
Who
Lane
else?
McCallum was a little hooper
Lane.
when
Yep.
Bedroll was a stud point guard when he was here. Can we go all time, or was it just like from our last
Just on
year?
from your teammates here, guys who could actually play.
I don't even know if I'm taking Travis. I'm being honest.
That's extremely disrespectful.
Sir,
I was okay. Hang on. First off, I gotta tell you guys, in high school, I played against Jason Tatum.
Oh, I know you
And-
did.
Yeah, and
I know you did.
I can't say I guarded him the whole
He
time,
gave
but
you
he
buckets.
dropped 42 on us.
he was on the floor with Jason Tatum.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was wiping the floor.
But I was a utility guy, so I'd go in there, and I had 2 buddies. One went to Xavier, one went to Navy. They would drop like 25 to 30 a game, so I didn't have to score like crazy. So I'd go in there, play great defense, get rebounds, put back dunks, and stuff like that.
So you were a role player, and you're saying you can keep up with
Love it.
Well, I
love
wasn't
it.
playing in Aurora,
Oh.
small town Nebraska.
Now you're shooting.
Oh,
You're talking on
Shots fired.
You're talking.
No,
on
that's
Nebraska
no
sports radio.
disrespect
Like,
to
you're
Aurora.
talking. You're talking to Husker fans right now, and you just disrespected
No
high
disrespect
school
to Aurora.
sports
No,
in Nebraska.
no.
I love every second of it.
Love it.
You know,
That's how
this is a beauty. Here's what we'll do. We'll go to break. We've got Austin Allen, Travis Folkley, Coach Will Heights, man in the ship today. Austin Aarons, Harrison Arns is in there with us, covering for Austin. I want to throw the break. Couple of things we take care of. One, we've got March Madness. So I'm going to have the guys draw some winners. Here's what you have to do on the text line. So 402-464-5685. The first 5 people that text in where Travis went to high school. You text that in. We'll then have them draw your ping pong balls. I don't know who's left in the cylinder, but we'll give away the next 5 when we come back. And then in the following segment, to close it out before we go live to the games, we'll have Austin Allen come up with a trivia question. And the first 4 people who text in those answers, we'll give those away when we come back to Old School.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There's nothing quite caught up with certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday, Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln by offering a number of services. From group homes for special needs adults to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the intellectual and developmental disability services your loved one needs to live a fulfilling life. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a more rewarding career, learn more about available positions. Learn more about services for your loved ones or employment today at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships, one with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day. We encourage those who go out to make smart decisions behind the wheel or plan accordingly to have someone lined up for a safe ride home. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
This is Jay Foreman. I work my health field, and I'm now by staying up to date with the bivalent COVID vaccine. Get up to date while it's still free and stay protected. Learn more at healthylincoln.org.
If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, listen up. Select Plumbing gets it right the first time on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate at 402-560-6197. Plus, they're hiring service plumbers. If you're in Lincoln, Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The Empire brand is growing with ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting. ESC is your place for custom handrails, industrial and commercial painting, and more. ESC provides custom welding for aluminum and stainless steel and media blasting of all sorts. ESC is great attention to detail, stick to deadlines, and keep within your budget. If you can dream it, they can make it. Contact ESC Fabrication and Sandblasting in Waverly today at 531-207-9329.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody.
Open lunch or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Back to old PNJ on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Old school. Coach Kenny Woolhite, Harrison Arns. Now we've got Austin Allen and Travis Vokalek in studio. We're giving away. So the ping pong balls, and this is how the ping pong balls work. We've been giving them out all day. We've given out 75. We gave out 68 and then 7 wild cards that get to come back and pick after some teams have lost already. But you only get one. So if I find out you're cheating, I'll come get you. That's how it works. But we asked the question, all right, where did Travis go to high school? Travis, you want to give the answer, kind sir?
Kickapoo High School down in Springfield, Missouri.
Kickapoo. What's the nickname for Kickapoo?
K-Poo.
The mascot.
Oh, the Chiefs.
That would have been even better. Like, that would have been better.
To make it better, our colors were brown and yellow. So
the jokes wrote themselves.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, you took a beat. Okay, so we have our 5 winners. We're going to start with the Milkman. If you will draw for the Milkman, reach in there, spin it around. Grab the first one and then tell us who that was.
Princeton.
So Milkman, you get Princeton, and then Houston Pepper. Travis, you get another one?
No.
Yeah, we got 5 to get to. Let's see. Who you got?
Ooh, Iowa.
He got the he got the Hawkeyes. You're
The
forgiven
Hawkeyes.
anyway. 3291, we need your name. Otherwise, we can't hook you up. So
No.
get your name in there. Go ahead and draw. We'll draw this one for 3291.
Baylor.
Baylor. That's a good one. That's a late run.
Yes, it is.
That's a late run. Ryan. Let's see. Here we go.
Texas A&M.
He got the Ags. Okay, early on. And then pork chop.
Pork chop.
Ooh, Southeast Missouri State.
Well, we're going to find out early.
Cape
You're going to
Girardeau.
find out early. So we got one more to give away. So the one for Houston Pepper, he says he already won. Let's see here. It would be 8503. We need your number. 8503. We need your number, and they get Houston's draw. So who do we get for Houston? There we go. Now, we have 4 more to give away. And let's see, we do have a little time. We asked Austin. And here's the text. Here's text line. Have at it. It's the first 4. Is that how many balls we have left? 4?
Yep.
We have 4 left. We're going to roll this off. Who did Austin Allen score his first Nebraska touchdown against? Who did he score his first Nebraska touchdown against? The first 4 winners, first people that text in, will receive the final 4 ping pong balls. Now, for those that did not get them, let's see here. Derek was on it. Man, bro, you was on fire. Like, you didn't even have to Google that.
Wow.
That is pretty. It was not Northwestern. It was not Troy. It was not Rutgers. Gator hit it. Okay, that's 2. We need 2 more. It was not Colorado. Oh, man, we need 2 more. Cleat coming through with a win. And 2309, we need your name. 2309, we need your name. So you can do that. Okay, so now let's get Austin over there and get the first pick of the 4. First of the 4. Who's this for, Harrison? This is for Derek. Who did Derek win? Courtesy of Austin Allen.
ASU.
ASU. So he's got the Sun Devils. And then who's second?
Come back over here.
Skeeters. Gator is second.
UNC Asheville.
He got the okay. Well, they didn't. That's,
Do we even say the answer?
Yeah, we got it right. They were all on it. These folks on the text line, they loving it, man. They were all over it. They didn't even know how to. Let's see. Who else you got?
Duke.
The Blue Devils. Who gets Duke? Cleat gets Duke. And then
last but not least,
the last one, 8638. No. Who's that? Oh, Mac. Yeah, this is for Mac. Who did Mac get courtesy of Austin Allen?
Northern Kentucky.
Northern Kentucky. So
that school exists.
well, they won't be here long. Yeah, you won't have to learn much for them. Gentlemen, it's always, and again, thank you for making time and coming in and sharing the stories. Austin, the transition, now Green Bay. Explain to folks what that process is, because you're working out, and you have an agent that does the work and stays in contact. But for you, what's the mindset? How do you get through waiting for that next team to step up and make a deal?
Yeah, it's a struggle just because deep down, I mean, we're really competitive people. And so that time between the Giants and the Packers, you're watching teams play on Sunday and you're like, I know I'm better than that guy. I know I could be out in the field. And that's just more motivation. And you'd be like, as soon as somebody takes a chance on me, I got to make the most of it. So as soon as the Packers reached out, I said, I got to do what I got to do to stay on the field and stay in the league as long as I can, because I know I'm better than some of these people that are playing on Sundays. But so that's the mindset I got going into these workouts. And my agent's in contact with Green Bay, and I'm in contact with some of the coaches that want to see me at a certain weight or want to see me work towards a certain position. So that's motivation, working towards a certain spot or a certain body style that I need to be at in order to play at these levels. And that's what it takes. You gotta listen to these teams and what they're saying you're good at, what you're saying you're bad at, and you got to work what you're bad at, obviously, but you also still got to work at things that you're good at. And so like right now with the Packers, they want me to see me put on some more weight, see me more as a wide tight end, see me more of like a 270. Yeah, okay. It needed to be said. I was getting there.
He was doing his homework.
He just wanted to take a stab at me.
He was making fun of me earlier.
Right.
So the thing, I look like I'm 265 right now. I look like I'm about 220. You're 265. Look like you're 290.
No, that's not true.
Stacked.
Not true.
Austin, take us through that first touchdown against
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yep.
What's the play call? Do you remember?
I remember the play call. There's a more technical name, but it was a play action pass, and I was the number 3 receiver. And the play action brought the linebacker straight down. They bit on the run, and Adrian threw me a great ball right over the top, right over. I mean, nobody was in 10 yards of me, so it was a great play call at that point in the game. And Trav is gonna, I know it's inevitable, he's gonna dog on my celebration. It was one of the greatest celebrations.
Tell me the feeling you had to finally score your first touchdown.
It was awesome, just because I had been at Nebraska for 2 years, 3 years. 3 years already before I scored my first one. So it was a long time coming. I mean, I played in every game at Nebraska, like since I was a freshman. I redshirted the first year, but I played in every game. So it just felt like, when's it going to be? When am I going to break the seal? And the feeling was awesome. It sucked that it was COVID year, so there was no fans. So I'd probably let out a big yell when I scored, and it was probably heard from the locker room. But it was a good feeling. It was good to get the first one under my belt, and had a couple more the next year, and a couple more the next, I guess. So it was a good feeling. It was good to get the first one under my belt, but many more to come, hopefully.
Yep. What about you, Travis?
Yeah, my first one was this past year against Rutgers. So a little homecoming for me. All my boys back at Rutgers.
Rutgers too.
Yeah. They were kind of chirping the whole game, and then I was just kind of we were down in I think the 3 or 4 yard line on mine, so it wasn't as long of a touchdown as Oz's was, but kind of the same situation, play action, just kind of reading that linebacker, and I was wide open. So Casey threw a great ball, and caught that ball and had a great celebration. My signature just putting the arms out like this.
Oh, that's so much cooler than what I did.
But no, it was awesome, being back at Rutgers and having my first touchdown as a Cornhusker back there. So
that was actually at that game, and I just remember, I'm like, wait a minute, he could touch both sidelines. He just spread your arms out. I'm like, my goodness gracious, it's got to be a reach. I thought it was interesting that as much as folks talk about Iowa as a tight end school, it seems like Nebraska's back in the game. Mm-hmm. How much pride do you take as a group that, you know what, there's a line now. There's a line of Nebraska tight ends who are getting considered to play in the big league.
Yeah, I mean, after Trav gets picked up by a team this year, I mean, we have 4 in the league now. Jack, Seepin, me, Trav.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I mean, we got a good showing of guys in the league. So, I mean, we're doing what we can to make a name for that title, but I mean, that's all Nebraska's been doing lately. They got a good tight end room now with guys, and hopefully the line just keeps going.
I think this is probably the biggest part of being a Husker, the relationship. Now, Travis, you get to watch Austin, and you get to reach out to him and get information.
Yeah.
And it's, what do I need to do? So how helpful are they like Austin that can tell you how to prepare for the combine, what the process was like? What's he done for you?
Oh, it was extremely helpful. I reached out to him, Jack and Cam and all those guys, just having guys that have done it before, being able to, understand what their experience was like and what to expect was extremely helpful. And, I give these guys a lot of credit for, help me prepare for the combine and then for meetings and all this different stuff. The combine, this year was a little different than last year with Oz. You were only there for 3 or 4 days. We were there for 6 days. So we were a little more spaced out this year. And they were benching before the 40. We just had one day that was just straight bench. So it was a little different, but, just still being able to, lean on these guys for help definitely helped.
We're going to throw it to break here. That'll be it for hour one. We'll come back for one segment. That'll take us about 5:25, and then we'll hand it over to the folks from Westwood One, and we'll get you some live March Madness here on 93.7 The Ticket. But more from Austin Allen, Travis Vokolek, Kenny Wilhite, Harrison Arns, and DP here on The Ticket FM.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 9.3 and the Ticket FM.
And here with Ship. It is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel. So do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck. So stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
Are you looking for a solid, stable career in assembly, CNC machining, or injection molding? We got you covered. Hi, Bob Williams, HR Director for Garner Industries, a world with a 70-year history right here in Lincoln. And I just listed some great career opportunities that you can find into GarnerIndustries.com. If you want top pay, excellent benefits, flexible work hours, and the opportunity to work in a clean, modern, air-conditioned facility with great people, contact me today by applying online at GarnerIndustries.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $20 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-week challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to the Ticket FM now. Plus a code for a discount.
For Sean, Bauer proudly serving the county and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at a price. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day. We encourage those who go out to make smart decisions behind the wheel or plan accordingly to have someone lined up for a safe ride home. This important message comes to you from Bart, Mike, and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Casting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15. 10-5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hour number 2 as we take you all the way up to Westwood 1 and the madness. The madness. We got the 2 play-in games. The first 4 in games start tonight. They'll be live here on 92.7 Ticket. We are going to carry you all the way through the tournament. For you, we'll do that. We'll give up a half hour for some March Madness basketball. 402-464-5685. Starter Heyman text line, Honda Lincoln hotline. If you want to call in, if you have questions or commentary, you can text in. We'll share it with the young men and do. It's a tight end takeover. And Austin Allen and Travis Vokalek have come and join us. Thank Coach Kenny Wilhite for pulling. And he's pulling and tugging and bringing folks in the door. And he's getting really comfortable. I'm going to get out of the way and let Kenny Wilhite actually just handle this next 20 minutes.
Really?
Get out of the way.
No, this is teamwork.
I got you, man.
Yeah,
I
teamwork
got
makes
you.
the dream work.
I got you.
No.
I'm not. But these are you guys. Like, I'm a fan of these guys. I'm grateful that they made time and would come in. As a matter of fact, I told them off air, and I'll say it publicly. You guys need to have your own show. Like, you need your own. I'm not going to call it a podcast. Yeah, I'm not going to call it a podcast. I'm going to call it a radio show because I'm old school like that.
The tight end takeover.
Yeah, I think it has to happen, even if it's a weekly show from wherever they are. They call each other and give each other crap for an hour, and we sit back and become smarter and dumber at the same time.
It'd be extremely entertaining.
Right, that's the whole thing. So, and text line, you let us know if you agreed. Should this be a show? I think once, even if it's like Monday night when they're not playing and they have a night to themselves, right? Mondays are a little bit easier in the league. If it has to be Tuesday, it could be Tuesday night. But we make time. You could just zoom in, stream in from wherever you are, and do a full hour and let the folks know what's happening. You could break down Saturday's Husker game for us, right? Because I know you're still going to watch. And then you can let us know what we missed in the league on Sunday and take us through it. I think that would be a pretty good show.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, I think that. Look, Kenny.
Because I know those two. And those two are hilarious.
Right. Like, I mean, it's obvious to me.
You room together.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. They room together. And just to watch them two at practice every day.
Okay, so every in every room that holds 2 football players, there is a clean roommate and a dirty roommate. Who's the clean one and who is not?
We were both clean.
I would say if there's a cleaner one, probably Travis. I'm more cluttery, but I'm not dirty.
But he's not dirty. He cleans up after himself and doesn't leave his stuff all over the place. But not, at least I didn't notice it.
Who did laundry?
Yeah, we did our own.
Yeah, we did our own.
I did a lot.
So
I'm the type of guy that wears I wear this sweatshirt one time, and I'm going to wash it. And then some people wear sweatshirts like a whole week, and they say it's not dirty because it's not touching your skin. But I do laundry a lot. That's the thing.
I'm the same way.
See, you're okay. So
Kenny's the exception.
Kenny, look, Kenny has more. I have more clothes than most humans. Kenny has more than I do. And I think that's I think it's hilarious, first of all. Second of all, I thank you because it helps validate my shopping. My wife leaves me alone because I'm like, I'm not doing what Kenny's doing. Your stuff. So do you follow a dress code rule? Do you wear anything 2 days in a row?
I mean, not going to say like every time I wear a sweatshirt, but I was probably, Travis will attest to it, I probably had the least swag of any human ever when it came to like. If you said
he's not lying.
He said,
well, he'd wear the same clothes that he got in high school. Like he'd be wearing his Aurora stuff all the time.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm saying he like got bigger.
I was gonna say, did it still fit? That was my question. Yeah. Was did it still fit?
But like we'd go to Hy-Vee and like Travis would be like, "Let's go to Hy-Vee." I'm like, "All right." So I would throw on my muck boots, and if it was a little wet outside, I'd throw my muck boots on, the shorts, and a little raincoat, and like Travis would be like, "What are you wearing, dude?"
So you're one of the hoodie and shorts dudes.
It's hard to find pants. You kidding me?
Yeah,
it's not a problem. I have
pants are on his calf right now.
Yeah, but this is style. Like, this is stylish now.
Stop saying that's the style. That is not the style. your pants needs to touch your shoes.
I can't find a.
You can find them. They got
know.
big and tall.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When you go to big and tall, you get big on the waist.
You get them taken in.
That's way too much work
and expensive.
Yeah.
I'm cheap. I am one of the cheapest guys Like, if I don't care how much money I got in my account, I'm getting a coupon for a loaf of bread. Like,
You're a smart man. You're a smart man.
Did you make the first purchase when you first signed? Did you do the typical thing where you went and got something?
Nah, I mean, I did the smart thing, paid off my truck.
Okay.
Smart man.
Okay.
No more debt. you know?
Okay. And that's the only thing. So you're out of debt. You're just
I'm just chilling now. I mean,
smart man.
Have you passed this on to young Vocalek? Have you?
He knows.
I'm pretty smart with my money.
His dad is
His dad's on top.
Yeah,
his dad's a
he'll be
college
on
coach.
top. Yeah.
You don't make that man mad either.
Yeah. His dad's on top of him. Trust me.
Is there that real advantage to being son of a coach?
I think there is. Being a coach's son, I feel that you're kind of held at a different standard than other kids. But I mean, I've just learned so much from him being a coach, and I knew from a young age that I wanted to coach whenever I'm done playing, whenever that is. So I think it'd be really cool. Excuse me, really cool to coach with him someday. He coached me at Kickapoo for my last year. He was our safeties coach. So he coached me then, and then he was here this past year, and it was awesome. It was a dream come true. It was awesome for my family because my grandparents, my cousins, everyone's in Lincoln.
Yep.
So being back in Lincoln this last year was awesome. But I think there's definitely an advantage. Just if you want to play sports, having a father that's a coach is, I think, very positive.
What would define? We're talking to Travis Vogelek and Austin Allen, Coach Kenny Wellite, and Jay Foreman's out today. We got him in the first segment. As you go through this process, now there's a bit of hurry up and wait. Are you competing with a standard of what an NFL tight end would be for any particular team, or are you just working on your better you, your best version of you?
Yeah, definitely. I would think my best version of me. Obviously, there's things that I do well and things that I don't do well. There's always going to try and work on both. But at the combine, I was always getting interviewed. Like, what do you think that, your best attributes are on the field? And surprisingly, I would start off by saying I take a lot of pride in my blocking. There's a lot of tight ends that want to go out there and just catch balls that don't want to do the dirty work. And that's something I've had a lot of pride in. Oz can back me on that, is that, I take a lot of pride in being the guy that is on the line, having to block D ends and work with the tackles up to the linebackers and stuff like that. And then, of course, I got to add, I like to catch balls too as well. So I don't want to be a blocking only guy, but just taking a lot of pride in my blocking is something that I think is a little different for me than other tight ends.
You just mentioned blocking defensive ends. Who's the toughest guy to block for both of you? Who's the guy that when you put your hand in, first quarter, not how you felt about it, but second quarter where you're going, okay, I might need some help.
I went one time with Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, I was going to say
Michigan.
Hutchinson, yeah.
That was tough.
Him and they had another DN, I forgot his name. He was with Hutchinson last year.
Also in the league.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, so those two were a pairing in the rear end, and then.
But you had a pretty good day against him.
My welcome to college football moment. My freshman year, we played Michigan at the Big House, and I had an ISO block, which I inserted in the line for Devin Bush, and it was one of those things. Is like made me question, like, what am I doing right now? One of those stars and everything's all.
You got to make a phone call afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, we got to talk. Maybe the basketball thing was actually what I should be doing.
Right, but it makes you wonder too, like how good those players actually were. Like to me, as a freshman, those guys were like all-stars, superstars, like the guys. Like I wonder if I would have played them, that same guy my senior year, like how differently would I have looked at him? Because I got a lot better over my years, and so it was just a different perspective. Anyway, I went on a little tangent.
No, but I mean that's the thing for most Husker fans. You put opponents on a higher pedestal and standard than Huskers, and that's ideally when that changes, where you start saying, you know what? No, our guys are just as talented, just as developed, just fully formed as yours. And you're making it to the league is the statement. So now Husker fans want to know, okay, how do we get the current guys to that level, to playing at your level? So I'll ask you both. What do you whisper to the tight ends in the room now? What do you say to them? Is it, hey, look, carry us forward. Hey, look, we got to get better. Hey, look, work on this. Hey, look, focus on this. Hey, it's film study. Hey, it's nutrition. Hey, it's strength maintenance. What do you say to them?
This past year after Oz left, I feel like the tight end room, we were so close together that, we would all watch film together. We'd all eat together. We'd all, after practice, we'd stay after and catch balls together. So I think they just need to carry over what we did, last year and the upcoming years, and, continue, to work their rear end off in the facility, in the weight room, eat right, take care of your body. That's the biggest thing, is just, you got to take care of your body. As a young player, that's something I wish I did better is, you go from practice, I just wanted to go eat and go home. They need to continue to, hit the pools, do recovery, get in the boots, stretch, do all of that stuff that, we did the past 2 years that we wish we would have known at the very beginning. So I think they're on the right track. Just continue what we were doing last year. And I think they're headed in a great direction.
When we talk about from the athlete perspective, being recruited is different. And for each athlete, it's different. Each situation is different. I want to ask you about this guy sitting next to me. I'm going to ask you, if I ask you away from Coach Wilhite about Coach Wilhite, what would you say?
The most personal guy you've ever met. He's always checking in on you. He's always making sure you got what you need to be successful. I mean, when it got to be around pro day, my pro day last year, is what do you need for you to get what you need to do to put your best foot forward in front of everybody here? That's just the kind of guy Kenny is. And that's the guy Kenny will always be. That's just Kenny, So it's always making sure he puts others first before himself. And it doesn't go unnoticed. I mean, you could ask anybody on the team about Kenny and they'd say the same thing.
Yeah. And don't let that fool you. He's also one of the goofiest dudes I know too. But no, he's awesome human being. And
define goofy for us.
Just funny, joking around every time you see him and stuff. Always in a great mood. No matter what's going on. So, but great individual, awesome human being, and can't thank you enough for everything you've done for us. So
thank you too.
Yeah.
If you could go into the athletic department office and say, here's a list. Here's the first thing. In order for Nebraska football to be its greatest version soon, what's one thing you would just whisper? You know what? How about this? As a former player, somebody that's left body parts and skin all over the Big Ten Conference, guys who made sacrifices, you played hurt, you spent time away from your family, you took social media grief and heat from people who couldn't carry your jock, so you're vested in it. What would you say? What's one thing that can help this football program be its greatest self?
I would say, just to remind anybody who's a part of Nebraska football or supports us, it takes time. I mean, it takes time to build a culture. It takes time to build where you want to be as a team, as an individual, as a coach, as a athletic department. So I would encourage people to just relax and enjoy the ride. I mean, we struggled a lot these last 7 years or so. So it's a lot of years. 9. So it's a struggle, but just know that we're working our tails off for everybody who has a say in what goes on in Nebraska. Anybody who supports Nebraska, we're working our tails off. It's not like we're trying to go out there and, not compete at our hardest, because Nebraska recruits competitors and Nebraska recruits guys in the state and states around that want to see this place be successful. So it's going to take time. Just stick in there or stick with it and just keep supporting us.
Yeah, Travis, that thing, right? It's fresh to you. You still have the feels. You still have the sense. You still, aches and pains to go with it. Your favorite Husker moment while you were here?
Our last game. There was so much doubt from people outside of the building that, we can't do this, we can't do that. People were counting us out. People said, you guys don't deserve this, you don't deserve that. We go up to Iowa and they have a chance to go to the Big Ten championship, and we beat them. And people are saying we don't have a reason to play. They thought we were just going to go in there, lay an egg, let's get the season over, do stuff like that now. And I think that speaks extremely high for the culture that we had in the locker room, and the guys on that team, is that we were knocked down so many times, and we continue to get up. I mean, you can ask Kenny, guys didn't give up at all. There weren't guys who said, screw it, I'm out for this. And we continued to just fight throughout the whole season. And then, I get fired up speaking about that Iowa game, because you know how the Iowa rivalry is. I didn't get a chance to touch that trophy until that last game. And you should have seen how fast Gene and I sprinted to go get that thing, because we were so excited about it. But yeah, just that last game, and I was just so happy for the seniors that got to hold that trophy and got to say, yeah, we finally beat Iowa. Like we finally got it done. And then give the guys on the team that are coming back some momentum into the next year in the offseason. So that would definitely be my favorite Husker moment.
Austin, what's yours?
I wasn't even a part of that team, and that was one of the coolest moments for me as a fan. As a
yeah,
player,
no, that's fair, right?
I just got out of it and see those guys accomplish what they did. When you're really playing for, nothing. Like you played for each other, you played for your coaches, but
exactly.
My favorite moment. I had a lot of good moments as a player, as a teammate, as a member of the university, but one of my favorite games was that you remember we played Michigan State last game of the year. Maybe no, it wasn't last game of the year, but it was snowing and
9-6.
It was field goals going back and forth.
I sat in that snow bowl.
That was some fun. I remember Michigan State they were chirping the whole game, like, because on our sidelines we had like the coats on, we were staying warm, and they were up across the sideline, so cool. And then Jack got a something penalty.
I remember that.
Yeah,
we watched it on the film.
And just because they kept talking and talking and talking, and then who was talking at the end of the day? Like, we got the dub. Like, we're gonna play the way we play. You guys can talk all you want. That's just kind of the Nebraska way. You do what you do, the talking with your pads, and it's that was one of my favorite moments, just because how they're arrogant that day, and
I was on the sideline before the game, and thought the first thing that was obvious to me, first of all, you're right, they have arrogance, but they have an athletic arrogance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I kept noticing the size difference between Michigan State and Nebraska. And I'm like, Nebraska, you think of Nebraska as being big, physical. But Michigan State came to the building, and I went, goodness gracious, man. Their small dudes are huge.
Right.
Like, it's ginormous. But also what I noticed was that day was a calm, a Nebraska calm that I just don't always see. And it looked like, these guys are comfortable. They're ready for this. And it was a big part of how me and my wife, we were trying to decide whether we were going to move here. That was the day we decided to move here and do this sports radio thing, was watching Michigan State that day. So it's a big part of it. For either of you or both of you, who are you most looking forward to from your former teammates in their next year? Like, who the guys you want to see this year show out? Like, you're excited for Husker fans to see the next version of this player.
I was interpreting that question a different way. I was thinking, like, guys, I was thinking Cam Jurgens, like, in the league.
That's a good look, because
right,
his growth from where he was when he came in, I don't think we could project him as great as he's been.
Right. I'm excited to see how that goes. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Eagles use him, because I think Kelsey's
coming
announced
back.
He's coming back.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
So,
Can you see him at guard? You see him at?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, he's got the
I
body
think
for it.
Put
on 10 more
he's
pounds.
so athletic. He'll be fine wherever he's at. He's a beast.
For me, knowing that's good for him.
Yeah.
He has another extra year of
Yeah.
less wear and tear on his body, because you know how he was when he was here.
Right.
Yeah.
So he could benefit from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. Hey, Kelsey.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
So for him, to me, that's good.
Right.
If they use him at guard, it's good for him also. But he's a center.
Right.
But I would love to see him one more year so he can be full Back to just take you two, for example.
Yep.
Neither one of you was healthy your whole career.
No.
You guys battled back from so many injuries. Just to watch you guys battle back from so many injuries, and you were playing on injuries, when you were injured. So, tell us about that. How did that hamper some of your growth?
Yeah, it's 1 out of 1 person who plays football is going to get hurt. It's injury rate's 100% success rate in the game of football. So it's going to happen. It's just it's a testament to who the person is, how tough they are, and can they play through bumps and bruises. I mean, Travis more than anybody played through a bunch of crap last year. It's but it's a part of the game, and you gotta be able to play through it. It's a tough sport, and teams. At least when I went through my interview process, they noticed that. They know that Travis had an ankle injury last year. Like, they see that he played almost a full season on that ankle injury. They're going to see that and see that's a tough guy. And I can depend on that guy to get his body right and healthy before Sunday again. So, like I said, though, injuries it's going to happen in the game of football. It's just what you do to get back. How you answer, so to say.
Yeah.
Do you? Well, we've got about 2 minutes here, and I think it's interesting. Travis, who are you looking for a breakout year for the Huskers? Somebody that's coming back that you're just going, all right, Husker fans, you're all about to find out.
In the tight end room, I'd love to see Fidone break out. He's that kid's been through a lot. He's been dealing with some stuff, and just to see him, finally get out and be able to play would be awesome. And I think he will. I think he'll break out, and he's a great player. He's gonna make a lot of plays this next year. So I'd love to see him have a breakout year.
Gentlemen, thank you for making this a fun show, sharing your stories otherwise. Gentlemen, well done. Well done across the board.
Yeah.
Coach, well done. Harrison, well done. Harrison, you will stay and get us through. March Madness begins on 93.7 The Ticket. Ball game's coming up. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's March Madness.
There's nothing quite like Mercado certified Piedmontese beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you